Those are the Chords from their debut LP. Recommended album it is too. There may be those who tell you it's unhip to like the Chords. If they do, they're twerps. So a good band is a good band is a good band, as the poet probably said. That's the title track from the LP, which comes with a free bonus single, incidentally. New single from the Special. Has been waiting a while for this one. I'll play you the B-side later on in the programme. I suppose it's the B-side anyway. The A-side appears to be Rat Race. New from the Specials, and don't be too surprised if you hear that again on tomorrow night's programme, and possibly again on Thursday as well. That's called Rat Race. And the first from the Moondogs, Schoolgirl Crush, and this one's for Gavin Wright in Belfast.
Her mind. She wrote his name in a school book. She had his photo on the table. Every night she sits in her bedroom. It's him and a record player. She makes the songs that matter. Sometimes she sings along. It was just a schoolgirl crush, but it's taken over. She stares at the poster with the starry eyes. It's far too late, she's in love with him. Her mother looks in to say good night. Find her darling sleeping. In her arms as a pastor, she's holding tight. If the chance the schoolgirl crush, the father's taking over. She stares through the closed door with the starry eyes. It's not a crush no more. You call it mania. It's far too late. She's in love with him. Schoolgirl crush. Schoolgirl crush.
One or two of my colleagues had reservations about this session, but I must confess it's one of my favourites of the year, the Moondogs, and that Schoolgirl Crush. And after the Moondogs, well, the moon glows. Shockingly self-indulgent, of course, from 1955. Those were the Moonglows, and that was Sincerely. It seems like only seconds since we broadcast the Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark session. Here it is again. From it, this is Enola Gay.
You should
Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark, and that was Enola Gay. And I mentioned on last night's programme that I'd come away from my gig in Bristol with a number of requests to read out, and I wasn't going to read them out last night because of the events that were taking place in London and which were being reported on the radio throughout the evening. So I've got them with me tonight, though. So this next is for the Abbettes, Kate, Jemmy and Blot, and hello to all of their mates at Bristol Polytechnic. They make all of the usual rash promises, of course, which they obviously wouldn't fulfil. And this is also for Janet's birthday and for Belinda, Heather, Richard in Baydock, Bristol. The Fall from the forthcoming live LP, and a song you may probably recognise.
Last orders are past 10. This is a groovy number. Oh!
You gotta kick your liver in. You gotta treat it like a bear. A bear of speed is okay, but well, full use of your body isn't. A rouse, a rumble, a rouse, a rumble is Valium, 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 Valium. trouble. I said, rumble.
The fall as they should be heard, I venture, and that's from their forthcoming live LP, which will be on Rough Trade, Rough 10. And that was Roach Rumble, of course. Neri wanted me to play something by Magazine for Angela, Kay, Babs, Hazel, Carolyn, Mark, and especially her sisters Barty in Swansea and Malty in Leicester. This is I Want to Burn Again.
The newcomer arrives, possession and guilt in his face, apologizes to the customs man for the gaping hole in his suitcase. Says I've seen where promises are made, I've seen how people are undone. It's always done, man to man, 1 to 1. I'm ditching an empty suitcase. I've been in Storytown. I've been swimming in poison, been slowing up and down. I've known the eeriest wounds, the soul's long quarantine, when no rewards remain, no one and nothing comes clean. I've been blown about for years, on my way to you. I've been blown about for years, on my way to you. And I still turn to love. I want to burn again. And I still turn to love. I want to burn again. And I still turn to love. I want to burn again. And I still turn to love. In a room where arrangements are made for success, you try to say that you possess me by your caress. I met your lover yesterday, wearing some things I left at your place. Singing a song that means a lot to me. I've known a certain grace. I've been blown about for you, on my way to you. I've been blown about for you, on my way to you. But I still turn to love. I want to burn again. But I still turn to love. I want to burn again. But I still turn to love. I want to burn again. But I still turn to love. I want to burn again. I'm still turning. I'm still turning.
That's Madness Magazine. What am I trying to say from the new LP, which is called The Correct Use of Soap? I Want to Burn Again. Don't know why I did all of that. Embarrassing.
Very good.
Wasn't very good, was it? Never mind. It'll be better tomorrow night. You wait and see. Here are Metro Phase on the Neo London label. This is New Age. That's Metro Phase on the Neo London label, and it was called New Age. And after Metro Phase, well, it's Metro Pack again from Edinburgh, and on their own label, this is Walking.
Walking down the street
bit off centre, though, actually, I must say. That's Metro Pack, and it's called Walking, and Reedy says he likes that. You play it on the radio, Fatty?
Pardon?
You play that on the radio?
Yeah, I'll play that, mate.
Okay, after Metro Pack then, Black Randy and Metro Squad. Pretty clever stuff.
Hey!
And this is from an LP called Past the Dust, I think I'm Bowie. It's called Down at the Laundromat. Black Randy and Metro Squad, and that comes from an LP with a curious title, Past the Dust, I Think I'm Bowie, on the Danger House label, and therefore an American import. It's called Down at the Laundromat. I mean, that track was. And now from the album Michael and Miranda, and no, I don't know why it's called that either, The Passions, and this is Man on the Tube. A very fine album, though, I must say that. Shall I dedicate it to somebody? I think I probably will. It's for all the hard-working accountants, archaeologists, psychologists, and Churchillians, whatever they may be, especially Anna, Catherine, Helen, Jane, Sue, Dave, Richard, Kate, Mike, Paddy, Ian, Mick, Colin, Neil, Linda, Caroline, Sid and Pete, etc. Very wonderful, I think. The Passions from their LP on Fiction Records, Michael and Miranda, and that was Man on the Tube. And if you're a regular listener to this programme, then you'll know that I'm endlessly whinging on about the number of records and things which we have to plough through in order to sort stuff out for the programmes. And in a sense, the problem it is growing worse, because they're now starting to pour in from, quite genuinely, from all over the world. I mean, from Canada and Australia and America and from Norway, even got one from Japan earlier on in the week, usually with a letter tagged onto them saying, look, we've got this record out and we can't get it played here at home, and we've heard that there's a possibility you might play it there in Britain, so over to you. And as a consequence of this, of course, we're miles behind with records. So tomorrow night's programme, the reason for all I'm mentioning all of this is tomorrow night's programme is going to be, apart from a session by Steel Pulse, is going to be an all-singles programme in an attempt to catch up with, I suppose in a sense, a backlog. This isn't to say that any of the records are inferior, it's just that we haven't got round to playing them yet. So if your curiosity level is reasonably high, I suggest that you listen to tomorrow night's programme for a chance to hear some of those records you've probably seen reviewed or mentioned in the music papers, but have not yet heard. So, but tonight it's the case of the turn of the Moondogs, and this is Who's Gonna Tell Mary? A lot, I must say, and about time the band had some more singles out, I would venture. The Moondogs and Who's Gonna Tell Mary. And if you'd listened to Mike Reed's programme earlier on, he played a single by Mikey Dread on the Dread of the Controls label, but this a sort of British equivalent to a British version of Dread of the Controls, Cosmo Vinyl's label. This is an import, which I played you before, also on Dread of the Controls, but the Jamaican version of it. This is Reggae Gone International.
Hello there, miss. What do you think about reggae?
I think reggae is a life rhythm and even more.
Thank you, Jaja. And you, Reggie, what do I think about rocker?
Right now, rockers are the worldwide epidemic.
Irish. The voice of the world, Rockers International. Me say me hear it from the radio and me see it from television. Hear it in America, now me read it in London, reggae gone international. Hey, I tell you reggae gone multinational. Reggae make you feel alright. It don't matter if you're black or if you're brown or if you're white. Reggae gone international. Hey, I tell you reggae gone multinational. Me say we started with the ska, then rocksteady and now reggae. The ska and the rocksteady paved the way for the reggae gone international. Hey, I tell you reggae gone multinational. We say reggae, this a roots rockin' reggae. Reggae, this a African reggae gone international. Hey, I tell you reggae gone multinational. Me say me hear it from Venus and me hear it from Mars. I feel it in the sun and in the moon and stars. Reggae gone international. Hey, I tell you reggae gone multinational. I am Mikey J, I'm the man King Chubby. Anything we drop around the people, them love me cause we gone international. Hey, I tell you say we gone multinational. I am Mikey J, till make you rock and make you roll. I am Mikey J, till put some love in your soul. Not J international. Hey, I tell you not J international. Reggae, this a roots rockin' reggae. Reggae, this a African reggae gone international. Hey, I tell you reggae gone multinational. Me say reggae make you feel alright. It don't matter if you're black or if you're brown or if you're white. Reggae gone international. Hey, I tell you reggae gone multinational. Me say we make it down a yard and export it up abroad. Mix it up and tape and transfer it to record. Reggae gone international. Hey, I tell you reggae gone international. Come not to get come.
That does seem the most sensual way of doing it. That's Mikey Dread from Dread of the Controls Records and Reggae Gone International. I'm having one of my hopelessly incoherent nights tonight. Somebody said to me the other day in Bristol that they thought I did it on purpose to be cute. Can you imagine that? It's rather a sickening prospect, all things being considered. And I was listening to myself on Radio 4 when I was doing the It Makes Me Laugh programme, which didn't appear to have made anybody laugh at all, unfortunately, but I was word perfect on that. Mind you, I was reading it, but at the same time, perhaps I ought to start writing out some sort of script for these programmes, then I wouldn't keep tripping over my tongue. I also reverted to a kind of public school accent. I always do that when I do things for Radio 4, quite unself-consciously, I mean undeliberately. Remarkable. Anyway, orchestral, enough about me. No, it's not enough about me. Let's talk about me for hours and hours and hours and hours. Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark, and this is Motion and Heart. Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark, and that's Motion and Heart. I've got so many bits of paper around me here, I can't figure out exactly what... hold on a minute. Some of this is going to make some sense eventually. Advertising, rates and... No, that can't be it. Full-page bleed? Oh, pleasant. Here we go. Orchestral Manoeuvres are gigging in Europe at the moment. Oh, that's jolly interesting, I must say. This is the new single from the Regents. It's called See You Later.
She looks into his eyes. You can tell she doesn't understand. When he looks into her eyes, you can tell Terry doesn't care what she thinks. He don't care. She's gonna see you later. Oh, she's gonna see you later. You know you better be there. No, 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 no.
See You Later on Arista Records, the new single from the Regents. Daft-looking bunch they are, if there's pictures on the sleeve or anything to go by. These are the Victims from San Francisco, and a song which puts the point of view, or points out one of the advantages anyway, of being a person of diminished stature, as I believe they're called today.
Take back!
Yeah, I need sunshine.
That's on Emergency Room Records. It's called Midget. It's from an EP, in fact, and it's by The Victims, spelt on this occasion VKTMS. Do you need me to tell you that again? I'm sure that you'll agree with me in thinking what a pity it is that it's been such a long time since we heard anything from Half Japanese. Well, there's a minute-long track on a new LP called The Best of Baltimore's Buried, featuring Bravo Baltimore Weirdos. I might as well warn you that none of the bands on the LP are either weird or particularly interesting, but the Half Japanese track is worth having, although whether you want to have the rest of the LP for it, well, that's up to you, of course, if you can track it down in the first place. It's on the Balto Weird label, incidentally. This is called, well, I'll tell you what it's called themselves.
Well, listen, man. Think about giving you some time for dreams. This is bad too. Cause it's me when I'm kissing you. I tell you I'm in love with you. I'm in love with your sister too. Yeah. It's alright for three people to get married. I do.
Well, they still sound pretty much as they did before. That's Half Japanese, and of course you didn't get the title of it because I was still talking when they said it. It was called Hey Laurie, from an LP, The Best of Baltimore's Buried, etc. I'm not going to go through all that again, on Balto Weird Records. Nice to hear him again, I must say. And Walters felt it would be appropriate after Half Japanese to keep things pretty oriental. Hey, he's going to play something recorded live at the Budokan, I bet you're thinking. No chance. This is Mark Bolan, in fact, and Beyond the Rising Sun.
Golden one far beyond the rising sun. You pass the oceans of this land, past a man with a golden hand. You smile as you watch the dragons fly and play upon the golden shore and bang upon the magic door behind which the people never die. Yeah. When finally you make the scene, you see things you never dreamed you thought they were only in your mind. Where unicorns and young gods play from the break of dawn to the end of the day, always happy and kind. It's their mind.
Really, all these short records do make people's lives terribly difficult. That's Mark Bolan, and that's on a double LP set called Lost and Found. That was Beyond the Rising Sun, incidentally. Recorded, I didn't even have time to look it up in the sleeve and see when it was recorded, so that I could give the impression, at least, of being knowledgeable. I'll look it up now, though, if you just hold on a second. Seems to be in November 1965. Very probably was, too. And featured on the record are more early and embarrassing tracks from such as Elkie Brooks, David Essex, Genesis, Kindness, Joe Cocker, Denny Lane, David Jones, a.k.a. David Bowie, Rod Stewart, Al Stewart, Kenny Everett, and, amazingly enough, Susan Hampshire. I mean, there's a lot of rather hideous stuff on there, but some interesting things as well, including that, obviously, and Mark's the Wizard, and, well, that's about it, to be honest with you. So, we come to the Survivors, and this is Take Charge. Very pressing, eh? Well, it is frightfully old, it must be said. Those are the Survivors, and that's called Take Charge, originally issued in, oh dear, it wasn't fast enough, 1966. Would you bear with me if I read out some more of these tedious dedications and requests and so forth? I'm sure you will. This is for Nicky, Kath, Ian, Ross and the rest of the family at the Art College, for Tony, Jackie, Joe Pig, Caroline, Barry the Animal and Ginny of Bristol, who wanted to hear the Nolans. I'm rather tempted to play something by them, but I shan't. The Zulus of Bedminster, who I take to be a combo, and for the Sensitive Boys Club, Robert, Simon, Matthew, Pad, Pete and Tim, Keith and Tut. If there'd been such a club at my school, I should have been a founder member of it. It would have got me colours in sensitivity, I suppose. The Moondogs, and this is Talking in the Canteen.
Thursday, train the centre, talk about the time we had the night before. Sitting in the canteen, Dave and I talk about the Nolan sisters. Such a girls we knew from the Rosemount Hop. We said, could we leave you home? And they said, okay. They said the baby's sitting over in number 5. If you want, you can come inside. And we said, alright. We sat a while and watched TV. We were alone in the city. Dave and the other girl were upstairs in a mother's room. She turned on and I turned off the light. I told her things would be alright, and no one told her so. And you were ended, or did I? Could it be I was telling her lies?
Now, that was an extraordinary thing, you know. I was talking about the Nolan sisters before playing that, and then I'd forgotten entirely that the lyrics of the song actually mentioned the Nolan sisters. That is the Willis Snibbery, you know, who is Walter's and my personal deity, or more accurately, the deity who looks over this programme and all things connected with it. He's a marvellous man. I mean, him and Kenny Dalglish look over us in the most wonderful way. We feel protected, you know. The Moondogs, that was, and Talking in the Canteen, and now from the LP Pass Out on Riddle Records, the Inner City Unit, and this is OB City Muse. Boo! I just did that to make the Sensitive Boys Club cry. That was an inner city unit from the LP Pass Out. It's called OB City Muse. And I had an Indian meal earlier on this evening. Pretty interesting. I bet you probably want to make a note of that. Do you want to? There's only 2 I's in Indian. But Kate Bush came. I'm sure it was Kate Bush. Came in, sat down, just sat there in the same restaurant eating, just like you and I do. You know, well, pretty much. I mean, not quite like I do. Otherwise, she'd have been covered with food by the end of the meal. We're pretty much in the same sort of manner. These are Shaking Street, an American band, an LP produced by Sandy Pearlman. One has to say that and to pretend that we all know who Sandy Pearlman is, and as though he's like a personal mate of ours. This is called Soul Dealer.
The strange temper turned me on and on, so
Well, that was a bit of a bore, wasn't it, really, except for the last 40 seconds or so. One of those records that you put on at home and you're listening to it vaguely, going on in the background, you know, while you're having breakfast or something. You say it yourselves when it's finished, this is what they want. And then you hear it again later on when you're doing the programme, you think, no, not at all. Anyway, that's Shaking Street from an American, they're an American band, from an LP which is also called Shaking Street, and that was Soul Dealer. And I've got a letter here from one Con, who writes to me from Oakengates, Telford, Shropshire, telling me about a gig that his band called the Naked Housewives are doing, and he wants me to mention it on the radio. Something about May the 8th, that's Thursday, at the Christchurch Hall in Wellington at 8 p.m. Well, I don't know about that, but more usefully than that, he does give me the address that you can write to if you want a copy of the single which we played a couple of times, Energy in Northampton, which threatens to become something of a cult item, and understandably so. I should like more copies of it myself. Put them away, salt them away in a cellar somewhere, and then gradually leak them out onto the market when I reach old age, another 3 or 4 years' time, and it'll be better than a pension. So, I'll read out the address, actually, after this next piece, which comes from Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark, and it's called Dancing. Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark, and that was Dancing. And I've just had the man with the golden horn himself, John Walters, who phoned up to tell me that he has heard that Energy in Northampton is going to be issued by one of the, as it were, a proper record label. But the collector's items are going to be the ones which come originally from the finance department of the Northampton Development Corporation. So I'll give you that address so you can send off your 95p to them and get hold of a proper copy of the record. Well, not that the other ones won't be proper, said he very carefully, covering themselves against lawsuits and so forth. But I'll give you the address anyway. Have you got a pencil ready? Good. Then I'll begin. Finance department. Spell that as you will, really, as long as it's roughly right. Northampton Development Corporation, that is, of course. Cliftonville House. Bedford Road, Northampton. Finance Department, Northampton Development Corporation, Cliftonville House, Bedford Road, Northampton. Thank you for Con for sending us that address. And as I say, that's what you have to, those people you have to write to if you want an original copy of Energy in Northampton, a collector's item. And here's a card. Oh dear, who's this from? Hold on a second. Well, it appears to be from somebody called Art. It is actually the most amusing postcard I've been sent in quite some time, but I can't really tell you why, because, I mean, it's mainly sort of pictures and things like that. And, well, I won't bore you with any more details about it, but thank you for the card anyway, Art, if that indeed is your name. And amongst the things that you would like to hear is something by Splodgeness Abounds. Well, today, their first single arrived in the office, and here it is. It's called Simon Templar.
Could this be Mr. Simon Templar?
Splodgeness Abounds, and the first record from them, that's Simon Templar, and it's on DRAM Records, and I'm mortified to have to tell you that the catalogue number is BUM1. That things should have come to this. Anyway, on the other side of it is a thing called 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps, please, which I recommend as well. In fact, I may try to remember to play that later on in the week. Probably won't, though. The B-side of the new single, or the forthcoming single from the specials, is, appropriately, Rude Boys.
Keep it close. Gonna see guys in town.
Just around the corner from the specials, and that's Rude Boys Are in Jail, the B-side of the new single. More requests, dedications, whatever you want. This is for Bristol University Hang Gliding Club, an elitist bunch, I'm sure. And it's a happy belated birthday to Mary Meekon, Gordon Walker. Hello to all Fenton Trendies, Sid, the Au Pairs, and happy birthday, Paul Finesse from Sus, it looks like, and Adrian. All of these messages are entirely unpunctuated, so exactly what the sense of them is, well, I'm not entirely sure. And this is also, hold on a second, where is it? Oh, yes, it's for John, Steve, and Nick. It's that French single by Joy Division yet again. It's called Atmosphere. Oh, curses, I'd forgotten. Sorry, just... Oh, how irritating. I'd forgotten that it was a 33 and a third. I've remembered about half the times I've played it. The French, you see. Typical of the French, isn't it, really? I mean, they flood the country with millions of apples that taste like cardboard and then send us records that play at the wrong speed. Anyway, I was talking to my child bride on the phone. We agreed that it sounds better at the wrong speed. Hold on a second, just to show you what I mean. I rather like it played at the wrong speed. This is Joy Division, incidentally, in Atmosphere. Do you want to hear it again? Yes, definitely better like that. It has a kind of brisk charm to it, which it doesn't have when you play it at the right speed. Now, this next is for the first year 6th at QEH, whatever that is, Bristol. That's his Greg, Dave, Sean, Cy, China, Huss, Aid, Dave, etc. They wanted me to play this evening at 10:30, but if I have to stay up, they can stay up as well. The XL Capris.
My city of Sydney, I miss the warmth of you. Miss the heart of your people, that little church steeple in Woolloomooloo. I've never been away.
Never been there, of course, and rather hope to keep it that way. Well, that's the French and the Australians taken care of in one programme. XL Capris, that's on Axel Records, a very rare and highly collectible import, My City of Sydney. Now, the Yachts, and a single for theirs, which is a new one, which I should have played some time ago. It's called There's a Ghost in My House.
Time can't seem to erase
I expect it's just the drains, dear, or the plumbing or something. Those are the Yachts, and that's on Radar Records, which came as a bit of a surprise, and it's called There's a Ghost in My House, ADA 52, if you want to make a note of it. Now, the Moondogs, and can this be the last? I suppose it must be the last of them. Goodness me. This is called Roddy's Gang. Moondogs, and that's the last from them tonight. It's called Roddy's Gang, and this next is for Mitzi and Nellie, and it might as well be for the first year chemists in Bristol too. That's Nick, Isabel, Mick, Mike, I suppose, Dave, Joe, Sue and Karen. Probably all gone to bed, given up any hope of hearing their names on tonight's programme. This is the Monochrome Set, or as we know them on this programme, the Monochrome Set, and that's the Etc. Stroll. course, again, Snibbery has played into our hands, because the reason I say the band are called the Manoeuvres set is because of this rather laborious thing I keep going on about people on Radio 4 who mispronounce or pronounce differently accepted words, I mean, you know, well-known words, in order to give the appearance, at least, of some form of erudition. And Walters has heard people say, et cetera, on occasion. They may well be correct in some rather under some bizarre circumstances, but that's called the et cetera stroll, anyway, the monochrome set from the band's debut LP. Have I got time? Yes, I have. I've got plenty of time to tell you what Anne Nightingale is going to be dealing with on Mailbag tomorrow evening. Goodness me, yes. Among the various topics, you can tell when I start reading, can't you? Among the various topics being raised on the Radio 1 Mailbag tomorrow night is the new drug interferon. It's been called the miracle cure for cancer, but should we really be spending millions of pounds on the development of a drug when National Health Service cuts are causing hardship elsewhere? Then there's the subject of public schools. If you went to one, do you feel that you received a better education than you would have had at a state school? Well, I got beaten a great deal more, that's for sure. Was it easier to obtain a university place? Oh dear. Or should they be scrapped and everyone sent to state schools? And in the light of the Iranian embassy siege, do you think we should have enough respect for the country's policemen? These are just some of the items you've raised in this week's Mailbag, which Anne Nightingale will be bringing you at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening here on Radio 1. And unfortunately, I've got time to tell you the rest of it. Anyway, it's just you'll find out about the rest of it tomorrow. Orchestral Manoeuvres in the dark and pretending to see the future.
Void in this is like a void in a play. We can't understand the advances we made. We try to resist, but it's so hard to say no. We're pretending to see what the future will hold. We appear to be in control of our fate, just like soldiers believe they're in control of a war, but it's moving so fast we cannot see what we've done. We're losing our hearts just to say that we're gone. My mind's made up, my heart is broke, my fortune's saved, but I feel so choked. I can't understand how we could ever believe the things we asked for but never received. You never understood the times we asked, the way we wasted all in the past. This neglect is final, it's a stage we must endure to ever hope to be the first. My mind's made up about the things we did. We never saw, we believed, we couldn't say what we missed. My mind's made up, my heart is broke, my fortune's saved, but I feel so choked. I can't understand how we could ever believe the things we asked for but never received. By making noises we cannot control, things we hope that we never forgo. We appear to be in control of our fate, just like soldiers believe they're in control of a war, but it's moving so fast we cannot see what we've done. We're losing our hearts just to say that we won. My mind's made up, my heart is broke, my fortune's saved, but I feel so choked. I can't understand how we could ever believe the things we asked for but never received. My mind's made up, my heart is broke, my fortune's saved, but I'm getting choked. I can't understand how we could ever believe my things that we asked for I never received. My man is over now, what the hell is I do? We're just waiting in the eye, we should be never you. So we see you the same time, same place next year round, with the same kind of product and a very similar sound.
Pretending to see the future, Orchestral Manoeuvres in the dark, and I would like to see in my future a cup of tea and a good night's sleep. And to end the programme, Propaganda on Index Records, one you'll have heard on several other programmes on Radio 1, I suspect. This is called In the Good Night Hour.
You want the beat? Get on the beat. This is the beat. Well, it's a word for the boss.
2 for the rap, 3 for the Senate, and 4.